The Inuits lived in the northwest region of North America. They lived primarily in the Arctic Circle, which is now modern-day Greenland, Alaska, northern Canada, and the Chukotay region of Russia. They have always stayed in the same areas. The Inuits speak Inuktitut and Yup'ik. The Inuktitut language is mainly spoken in Greenland and central Canada. Being in the Arctic Circle makes them depend primarily on hunting fish, whales, and seals, and also hunting many land animals like caribou, fox, and bear. They use whale skin and seal skin for canoes, clothes, and even making their own homes. Their religion is based off of the spirits of animals and nature. Animals were said to give themselves to those hunters who were respectful, modest, and generous. They believe that the souls of the dead were recycled and returned to the world in new bodies. The Inuit spirits of weather and of the animals must be placated to avoid harm. There were strict taboos, dances, and ceremonies in honor of the spirits. They tried to eliminate the influence of evil spirits. Individuals who suffered from bad fortune wandered away from the tribe and spent several days alone. The Inuit economy depended on sea and land animals. Sharing, honesty, and other forms of cooperation for the common good were enforced by general approval or disapproval through their government. The Atomic Energy Commission planned to detonate 8 thermonuclear bombs at Cape Thompson. The Inuits and the help of courageous scientists stopped the commission and prevented mass nuclear devastation in Alaska, which would cause many health problems toward the Inuits. The U.S. tried to change the Inuits, traditionally semi-sedentary hunters, into nomadic herders. The annual population peaked and the Inuits resisted to travel from the area. Lastly, the natives voted against establishing the reservations that formed all over America in the 1930s. Voting against this saved the Inuits' native land. In the 1500s, Martin Frobisher led the expedition to find the Northwest Passage. This was the first European contact with the Inuits. In the 1800s, English whalers regularly visited the Davis Strait, Baffin Bay, and Lancaster Sound. The Inuits of the region were first introduced to European goods. In 1944, 80% of Inuit children did not attend school. 1949 was the first federal day of school opening for Inuit children. In 1954, the Inuits were granted the right to vote in federal elections in the U.S. and Canada. Lastly, in 1979, the Inuits of Greenland were granted home rule by the Danish government. The culture relates to the land by being mainly sea hunters, considering not a lot of land animals live north compared to south. The Inuits' culture also related to the land by adapting to cold weather. For example, they wore heavy fur coats and their homes were made to keep them warm at all times. They used the animals in the land to make their clothing and homes. The Inuits originally migrated to North America by crossing a land bridge between Alaska and Siberia. This was called the Bering Strait Land Bridge. Dating how long ago they crossed is very difficult considering the land bridge is fully submerged underwater now. Another past event is the Inuit tribe drove the Norsemen out of Greenland. The Norsemen wanted more land, which caused several battles between them. The Inuits saved their land and drove them out of the area. Today, the Inuits face 2 major health concerns. Alcohol is a major concern for them. The alcohol dependency continues to be a major problem among the Inuit villages and has resulted in a high occurrence of fetal alcohol syndrome. Another health issue, especially in the Cape Thompson region, is cancer. The dumping of nuclear waste by the Atomic Energy Commission and radiation experiment has put a lot of natives in risk with cancer. The modern-day Inuits now use more advanced technologies like snowmobiles and guns. These advancements have helped them hunt better and has made transportation faster and easier.